Right, we're ready to race here with Roscoe Tanner to serve to Vilas' first game in the best of 5 sets final in the Marlborough Australian Open.
Fault. Left. Love 15.
First point was interesting. It doesn't tell us that much, but it looks to me as if the way Roscoe hit that volley, he's going to concentrate his attack down the middle of the court to Vilas.
Fault.
He'd be doing that to try to jam Vilas as Tony Roach did in their match in Sydney.
Double fault. Love 30. Fault. Play, wait please. Play. Fault. Love 40. Fault. $15.40.
Colin, did you notice how quickly Vilas got to that ball? I mean, he almost made a winner. It was about 6 inches below top of the net, but it was on.
Out. 30-40.
I love that name, the man with the bionic arm. I love it. Well, who gave it that one?
Yes. Fault.
Yes.
Advantage receiver.
Beautiful to watch Vilas when he's running for forehand or backhand. He takes the ball so early and he can crack it down the line or cross court.
Fault.
Oh,
Yes.
The flaw in those first points are the 2 double faults, but the rest of it is silk department stuff, isn't it?
Very well said. Silk department stuff.
Fault. Hard. Advantage server.
We often hope there'll be a final, will be a great match, and I can't believe this won't be other than a great match because they're great competitors and neither will give an inch.
Oh, he called that out. Oh,
Nah,
he did. He called it out, and then he saw the
Okay,
players
Tanner.
walking, and he changed his
One
mind.
love.
Well, I'd argue
Yeah,
with you a
he's
bit,
saying that
John.
he went like that, but he didn't. He called with one hand.
Well, no, let me take issue on this. It's not a call until you vocally call. You can raise you shouldn't raise your hand, but there's an instinct, and that's one of the problems the umpires have got. We're talking about last night. They really should sit on their hands. See the other 2 umpires. Can you quickly shoot up the other end, Brendan, the umpires at the behind the court at the southern end for me, please? See where they're sitting, where they've literally got their hands under there, behind them, and that often is they sit like that, so they can't get their hands to shoot out instinctively.
Well,
it's
yes.
dangerous, I know.
I don't know. I think you should.
I'm with John on this, but as I know it, it is not an official call of out until vocally it is called out. So this game, anyway, after all that, Roscoe Tanner, 1 love on service.
Colin, there's a lady who works at Nilex. She's down there. She asked me to bring this program up, the tennis book.
G. Villas to serve.
Would you sign that for the lady? She works with Colin Long at Nilex.
If she was with Nilex Corporation, she's a nice person.
Out. 15 love. Out. 30 love. Out. 40 love. Game Villa. 1 game all.
Newt, they'd be giving each other a decent try, wouldn't they?
Very important match for both players.
Fault.
Foot fault called. That's interesting.
Love. Ball. Out. 30 love.
Well, Villas has a very good hooked forehand from wide out there. That's how difficult that serve became. It swang, literally. More than swung, it swang. Really moved out wide.
Well.
Hmm.
40 love.
One of the interesting things to watch about this match is going to be where Tanner serves to Vilas. One of Tanner's biggest weapons is his serve, and one of Vilas's biggest weapons is his return of serve.
Well.
So it'll be interesting to see how Tanner uses his serve against the Vilas return.
Game Tanner. He leads 2 games to 1.
In many games I've watched, you always get a feeling that the players feel each other out for about 3 all, and then somebody seems to make a determined effort. It happens often. Did you ever consciously work to a position and then say, let's go?
Well, not consciously, but whenever you start a match, you should never, show everything you got in the first few games. You've got to, hold something back and to allow for a change of tactics. But these two boys have only played each other twice, I believe. So there's a certain amount of feeling out going there. It looks to me as if Roscoe Tanner has decided to really go for his second serves, to put a lot of speed on them and serve to the Vilas forehand quite a lot.
I've got to win each, Newt.
Well. Log 15.
Yeah, I tell you, Guillermo Tanner fell down, but Yermo didn't bother to look at him or anything. He just called for the balls. He wants to serve the next point.
all.
Nicely into the body on the backhand side. A good service from Vilas.
Fault. Thirty, 15. Fault. All. Fault.
Point for Tanner to break through the fourth game of the first set.
Well, let's see where Vilas elects to serve to Tanner, where he thinks Tanner may have a weakness.
Fault. Double fault. Game Tanner. He leads 3 games to 1.
Colin, you may be interested in talking with the guys I do before the game in the alleyway there. You can often get a feeling of how they're acting. Roscoe seemed pretty relaxed. On the other hand, Guillermo seemed to be rather tense.
Fault. Out. 15 love.
Well, I reckon Tanner's hit about 8 second serves, and 7 of them I think he's served to the Vilas forehand. Interesting.
Fault.
Oh, stop.
15 all.
Well, Vilas stands well behind the baseline to receive serve, but as soon as he's got that service return back, he moves up to the baseline, and his next shot is usually played inside the baseline.
Oh, look at that.
30-15.
We were commenting earlier, Michael, that in the press this morning they were saying Tanner was the guy with the bionic arm. I don't know whether you saw that.
No.
40-15.
Shit.
Game Tanner. He leads 4 games to 1.
Nuke, he's really looking good, isn't he? Long way to go, of course.
Yes, well, they've both settled into the match very quickly. Yes, that's Jon Tiriac on your screen there now. The famous player from Romania and also the coach and mentor of Guillermo Vilas at the moment.
Why a Romanian with an Argentinian? So it nearly is a funny combination.
Chiriac's taken up with a few of the younger players. He helped Nastasi get established on the circuit. Of course, he was a Romanian, and after that he was helping Orantes for a while, and then he was helping Panatta, and now Vilas is the latest one, and he's acting as manager for Vilas also. Vilas don't make a move unless Chiriac says so, and you'll notice Vilas during the match, you'll look round at Chiriac and every now and then for maybe some instructions, some confidence.
Out. 15 love.
Vilas down 1-4 in the first set.
Fault. Out. 15 all. Out. 15-30.
Bit tentative on that forehand volley, wasn't he? Oh,
too good.
15-40. Out. Game Tanner. He leads 5 games to 1.
Hey, Duke, he's putting him through in this first set, isn't he?
he's playing really well, but it's funny, this is like the 4th set against Rosewell yesterday. Tanner started off down love 40 in the first game, and all of a sudden he's up 5-1. He did the same thing against Rosewell.
Tanner serving for the first set.
Double fault. Love 15.
Well, he'll expect to serve a few double faults today, I think, because he's really going for his second serve. I agree with his tactic too. I think he's got to go for it.
Fault. Love 30.
He's moving that ball beautifully into Vilas's body on that service, John.
Yes, he's taking a tip from Tony Roach, who did exactly the same to Vilas in Sydney.
Fault.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Roscoe had had a word to Tony before he played this match and asked him for some advice.
Oh, there's a great shot.
Love 40.
That's incredible, isn't it? 5-1 and love 40.
Yes, but remember, that's when Roscoe's dangerous.
Good serve.
15-40.
Do you reckon he could have a bionic arm?
Fault.
Oh, he's fast, isn't he? Shit.
Out.
Yeah. Well done, Vilas.
Game Vilas. Tanner leads 5 games to 2.
Well, irrespective of how the set finishes, I think we're going to see a very much stronger Vilas in the second set. I think this is a warm-up set for the man. He'll try and hold service and give it a go for the next one, but irrespective of the set, I think the match is only getting underway.
Well, I feel, Colin, that Vilas hasn't found his serve yet. He hasn't served very well in this set. The first serves that he has got in, we saw in his last service game, he was down 15-30, and he put a serve out to the Tanner's forehand, and it wasn't a good enough serve, was it? Tanner just ripped it back across court for a winner. So we'll probably find his serving will pick up as he gets into the second set. He'll find a bit of rhythm. But if he has got a weakness in his game, it would be low volleys where he's forced, and his second serve. I think sometimes he gets a little shaky on the second serve. Occasionally Vilas has elected to stay back as he did yesterday, but I think Tanner's made up his mind that no matter what happens, when Vilas serves, he's just going to hit out and go for his returns.
Vilas serving, score 2-5, first set.
Ooh.
15 love.
I thought it was out.
Yes, it looked out.
Love. Fault.
Rushing the serve a little bit, isn't he, Collins?
His rhythm is not good today. He's not on balance at all.
Out. 15 all.
His pace is down too, John. He serves much harder than that. He's not as hard as Tanner, we know, but by golly, he can lace the ball, and at the moment he's content with just over three-quarter pace.
Oh, I think he'll settle into it soon.
$15, 30. Fault. $30 all. Fault.
He's trying to step up the pace just a little bit in the last 2 or 3 serves, John.
Yes, he is, but his ball toss is a little erratic still.
Out. 40, 30.
It's like an early first game the way they're playing this one, isn't it? Flat-footed Tanner then.
Ladies and gentlemen in the Eastern Bank, could you please be quiet while the players are about to play? Thank you.
It's the Melbourne Hill.
Fault.
Oh, good return.
Out. Game, Villas. Tanner leads 5 games to 3. Let.
Colin, I was looking down there, standing up here looking down, I saw Tiriac raise his fist to Vilas and shake it as if to say, come on, break back.
Fault.
I'll be almost frightened not to break back if he did that to me. $15 love. Fault.
Played.
30 love. Fault. 30-15.
He's been hiding that. He unleashed it yesterday. He didn't play it in Sydney, and he didn't play it in the early rounds of this.
Well, he's got the
So many shots, hasn't he?
He got the message from Tiriac. Whether he can put it into practice, I don't know.
Out. 30 all.
Bit upset about the slippery court, Roscoe. Thought he lost his footing a little then as he came in.
Oh, yes.
40-30.
It's a serve that comes down around about 140 miles an hour.
It leads you into one set point.
Oh.
Oh, too good.
Deuce.
Tanner wins this title, Michael. They might want to swab his arm to see if there is bionic material in there.
Fault.
Weight transference is very good too with all the arm swing, John.
Advantage receiver.
Maybe your trouble in tennis is you didn't have a Tiriac threatening you.
I didn't think I had any trouble, Colin.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was quite happy.
Good boy.
Let's see where he serves. Forehand or backhand?
Out. Deuce.
He wants that same ball back, Newt.
Yes. I would too after a serve like that. Lucky ball.
Fault. Advantage receiver.
Roscoe's just got to keep pounding them down, hoping he'll miss a return.
Oh, you've got to keep after him. If you let him get to you hitting those winners, well, you're in a lot of trouble. Just got to accept the winners and keep after him. Like that.
Deuce.
Tremendous.
His third ace.
Advantage server.
Set point again to Roscoe Tanner. Oh, boy.
Game and first set to Tanner. 6 games to 3. New balls, please.
You can hear him thinking, get that back, baby.
That was that one service break, wasn't it? First game.
Yes.
Either way.
So, it's amazing to me, Colin, that when when I tried to serve that hard, I have to grunt and do everything. And Tanner just sort of throws it up and it doesn't take that much out of him.
No.
You were noisy.
Oh.
Well, you are noisy.
John, just talking about your service, we've said it many, many times when you've been down there, you always had the facility of bringing out a very good service when the panic stations were reached on a 30, 40 point, sometimes even on a 40, 30 point in your favour. You bring out the big ace. It seems to be a habit of a lot of the good players, though, because this fella just did it, didn't he, Tanner? Exactly the same. There was a threat coming to him, and he launches 2 superb services, and boom, he's got the game.
Well, that's why he's a great server, not just for the fact that he can hit the ball hard, but for the fact that he can get it in when he has to.
Yeah. We looked at those rankings before, and just to remind you, in the world rankings, and these are at December the 12th, the ATP official, Vilas is number 6 and Tanner number 11. But we've said many, many times there's very little between about 25 or 30.
I'll explain the next opportunity, Colin, how they arrive at those rankings and how they can change week by week.
The score now, love all, we start the second set, and Vilas has lifted his game but couldn't hold Tanner at 6-3.
Fault. 15 love.
Aha.
30 love.
I think as we predicted, Colin, he's settling into his service rhythm a little more now.
Out. 40 love.
I sense the crowd are 60-40 in favour of Vilas.
Oh, great shot.
40-15.
Understandable, Colin. They probably think of him as one of us because he won his first big title here.
Let.
His first really big one.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'd won a lot of other...
But not a real,
titles, but-
you know, not a real big one like the commercial
Yes.
Union Grand Prix.
Ball. Out. Game, Vilas. 1 love, second set.
It's too early to talk of critical stages of the match. Thought comes to mind, though, that for Vilas, he must get the second set, and Tanner at the other end would realise if he could take 2 sets to love, he's got a commanding grip on the game. So right now the players will be concentrating flat to the boards on this set. It's terribly important to both boys. Yes,
Colin, while I've got an opportunity, I'll just explain about that scoring system,
Please do.
how they do the seedings. They're done on a computer ranking where your results week by week are fed into a computer on a point system depending on the value of the tournament. This tournament is the highest ranking you can get. You get the most number of points by winning this tournament, along with Wimbledon, the French, and Forest Hills. And a $50,000 tournament wouldn't carry that many points for it if you won it. Anyway, this computer ranking is done, and it's kept up to date on a 12-monthly basis. So it can change all the time. And just to show you the strength of the field in the computer, a guy like Ash is at 12 right now.
Yeah.
And the Panatta is 7. He won the Italian and the French this year. Vilas, a guy we're seeing down here, is number 6. Nastasi is 3. It's incredible, isn't it? The strength of field in the men's tennis today.
I'll ask you one other question. We get a moment on those point system.
Love.
If you get beaten 7-5 in the 5th, does it count anyway in your favour as distinct from being beaten 6 love, 6 love, 6 love?
No.
A win's a win, and a loss is a loss.
That's right.
Ball.
We have a computer ranking. We rank 200 players in the world now.
All.
And let me tell you, play another number 120 or 125 or 130 isn't a bad tennis player.
No.
Very, very tough.
Ball. Out. 30-15. Ball.
Mm-hmm.
30 all. It's 40-30. Ball.
there.
Cheers.
Chucking in a couple of loose ones, Nuke.
Yes, they're good dipping returns. He hits a lot of topspin on the return, and it's dipping down at your feet all the time.
Ball.
By the same token, the volleys have been just a little loose this game from Tanner.
Out. Advantage receiver.
It is definitely much more difficult to volley a heavily topspin shot dipping than a ball coming through flat, though, isn't it, Duke?
Yes. You really have to go down to the ball, bend your knees.
Ball.
Ooh. It's a confident call, but I wouldn't have any idea. But
Yes.
Vilas is getting quite angry with his forehand return of serve on Tanner's second serve. Tanner's putting a lot of spin on it, and Vilas has, with his top spin on that side, has to hit against the spin of the ball.
Bit of a breeze blowing up down there.
Advantage server.
We might watch his footwork of Vilas, John, if he gets caught in the same spot, to see if he's getting round to the ball. He might be hitting across his body.
Ball.
Beautiful that time.
Game, Tanner. 1 game all.
Well, it's a capacity crowd now when you look around.
They judge their time of arrival,
Yep.
a lot of people, I think.
Ball.
Well, this match started, what, about 10 past 2? It was about on target, wasn't it?
Love 15.
I was talking to a friend of Kerry and Raz Reed's, and he was reminding me of the night we were talking to Kerry
Ball.
when she asked me my ambition. And I did say to interview you after you've won a big title in Australia, which you've won 2.
Oh, great shot.
Love 30.
What I set out to say, the guy who was sitting next to Raz Reed is black and blue. He's been thumped unmercifully.
Raz Reed gets a little excited while Kerry's playing.
There's a panic station coming here, fellas.
Yes.
Ball.
1 game all in the second set, and Love 30.
And Villa stayed back.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Out.
Fired.
$15.30.
Tanner's across court was dangerous, though, John.
We've been asked why Vilas does that with the ball along the racket. That's just to clean up any sweat that's on the handle, I guess.
Oh.
Out.
What happened there?
Well, he swung at that ball, and as he was swinging, his whole body turned away from the shot. And it was nearly facing the eastern bank when he finished that swing.
Oh, great return.
Out. Game, Tanner. He leads 2 games to 1.
Well, we saw the gentleman from Argentina go into a negative approach to his service, John. He decided to stay back on several occasions, and he allowed himself to be put on the defensive position, and I can't believe that's the way he plays his best tennis.
Well, he gets a little nervous on the second serve sometimes under a lot of pressure, and he just has more confidence in his backcourt game than he has at the net, I guess. But Roscoe Tanner's playing some great stuff down there, and he's keeping pressure on Vilas all the time. He hits 3 tremendous forehands in that game. So I was just wondering,
Is it Vilas playing badly, or is it Tanner playing damn well?
it's Tanner playing very well, keeping the pressure on Vilas and not giving him any breathing room.
Yep. I had a nice letter from a Mr. Angus Bragg, and from Baldwin, and he worked out how I could pronounce Guillermo correctly, and the first time I tried it, I stumbled over it.
Guillermo.
Guillermo Vilas. The umpires have called him a lot of names, from Villas to Vilas and Villas.
He says here that Guillermo is Spanish for William. I didn't know that.
Well, Lou Hode up here said when he went to Spain and practiced with him, he was called Willie.
Out. 15 love.
So you learn something every day. Thank you for that, gentleman, taking that trouble. He's serving well, Colin, isn't he?
Well, he's riding high, and we know what a tremendous tennis player he is. He's got his sights set on victory at this stage.
Fault. Out. 40 love.
Oh.
Game, Tanner, who leads 3 games to 1.
No answer to that. I've noticed Vilas backing off from some of his shots, though, John. The second service of Tanner, for example, he's still backing off rather than going through the ball like he normally would.
15 love.
Well, Tanner's got him worried at the moment with the power of his service. It's not letting Vilas settle down at all. He's playing great.
$30 love.
And on return of serve, he's going for them so much. We saw 2 errors there, but he's just going for the return of serve as much as he can.
Fault. Out. 30-15.
Yes, you can't underestimate the performance of Roscoe Tanner, can you, at this
Oh,
stage?
no, he's blunting the Vilas attack at the moment. Or counter-attack.
Oh. $40-15.
I noticed he also said in the paper this morning, Vilas, well, if you can hit 1 winner, why not 30 of the same shot?
Fault.
In the one match.
Out. 40-30.
Well, he's showing tremendous respect with his second service. He's staying back. He appears frightened of what the ground strokes of Tanner will do to him.
Well, he stayed back yesterday against Alexander.
No.
Colin?
Tactically, I find it hard to believe it's the answer, but
Out.
He slipped on the grass on
Yes.
that dry spot there.
well, it's very glassy, but there should be grip on his shoe, shouldn't there, to counter?
Fault.
Well, 1-3, it was 40-15, but it's back to deuce.
Out. Advantage server. Game Villas. He leads 3. Correction. Tanner leads 3 games to 2.
Well, Newt, what's the answer? Is there any? From Vilas's point of view. Just
Well,
stay
I
there.
think he's got to keep plugging away, and you can't do much about it. If you get a break point and Tanner hits an ace, you know, what can you do? You just keep trying, and you hope that he'll miss some first serves and give you a chance to hit at his second serve. But what's happening is when Tanner does miss a first serve, he's putting so much spin on his second serve to the Vilas forehand, and I mentioned before that that ball is spinning one way, and Vilas trying to hit a topspin forehand has to hit against the spin. He has to spin the ball back and rotate it the opposite way. And he's mistiming some of those shots, and that's causing him some concern, I think, and unsettling him, perhaps even more than Tanner's serve. The fact that when he sees a ball that's not coming that fast and he can hit it, that he's not hitting it. Good play on Tanner's part, though.
Well, Tanner, 3-2 in the second. He took the first 6-3, serving from the northern end. Let's watch this serve.
Oh.
15 love.
Could I amend that? Let's try to watch this serve. Don't blink.
He never moved. Oh.
30 love.
It's frightening, isn't it?
That. Well. Out. 40 love.
I was just going to say, Michael, I've served 4 aces in a game myself, and it's a great feeling. 4 in a row, you know, just starting off a game.
Well.
Oh, play.
Forty, 15. Out.
Great service game.
Game Tanner. He leads 4 games to 2.
If you were facing him, you'd be hoping the ball didn't hit you.
Well, I played him in Hawaii 2 years ago in the final of the tournament there. It was indoors on a fast surface, and I just started to, instead of waiting for it, I just started to try and guess which way it was going, and as soon as he tossed the ball up, I moved that way.
Fault.
And at least that way, if I did guess right, I had a good chance to hit it back.
Love 15.
Getting back to that match in Hawaii, did you win?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I won the match 7-6, 7-6. I never broke his serve once, so I don't know whether it was a good tactic or not.
Well. Double fault. Love 30.
How many doubles, Colin?
Well, Vilas, I've got him down for 2 doubles, and 2 aces, and 5 aces, and 3 double faults to the other gentleman named Mr. Tanner.
Fault. $15.30.
You're a doll, Newt. There'd be tennis fans hanging on your every word and think, no, that's a good idea, I'll try that. And then you turn around and say you never even broke his service.
Well, I had about 7 break points.
$30 all.
The thing was, Michael, that it almost became like a comedy routine, him trying to guess which way I was going to start running before he hit the ball. Oh, great shot.
Yes.
$30.40.
2, 4, 30, 40. My godfather, this is getting really serious.
Yes.
half an inch and it was would have been 2 service breaks to Tanner.
Fault. Advantage receiver.
Excellent play from Roscoe there. That's the way to do it. The guy's going to stay back, attack him.
Fault.
Think he'll come in off this one, Colin?
Well, it's about darn time he did. He's going down the drain unless he gets into that net a bit.
No, stayed back. Oh,
Not up. Deuce.
Appeared to be an indifferent bounce then, John, didn't it? Didn't come through at all.
yes, the court's very,
Mixed speeds, I think.
very bad in that dry patch there.
Fault.
Well, Vilas at least is coming into the net. He's worrying me that he's staying back. I can't believe that a defensive approach he's got to this match is the answer. I just don't see it.
Out. Advantage receiver.
Well, Colin, the scoreboard is vindicating your theory.
Well, maybe I'm being smart because of the scoreboard, but 2-foot advantage out. They need to slip somewhere here, and he's in dire distress.
Let.
Ooh, Tanner.
Yeah, jumping up and down. He wants this point bad. He can smell it.
Oh.
Ooh.
Out.
Good shot.
Deuce. Out. Advantage receiver.
Well, John, you've indicated that Vilas's volley has not been exactly his best shot, and maybe this is a bit of a fear of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Well done.
Deuce. Fault.
Tanner won't be rushed.
Oh, he's going to come in now.
Oh, too good.
Advantage server.
Tanner slipped in that dry patch, Newt, but I still don't
Yes.
think he would have
Oh,
got it
no.
here.
Couldn't have got it with a plastic arm.
Not even a bionic arm.
Oh,
Deuce.
They're playing some great shots, aren't they?
Mm.
That's out.
Out. Advantage server.
Colin, Vilas's bread and butter serve to the left-hand court that he's serving to now has been cut out. He's gone to the Tanner forehand a couple of times. There he goes again. And every time he does, Tanner hits a good shot.
Well played, Vilas.
Game Vilas. Tanner leads 4 games to 3.
I regret to say there's going to be a couple of comments passed about that court when this match is over. I feel sure of that because it's a matter of getting beaten, but terrible feeling if you lose that confidence with your footing, isn't it?
I think in fairness to the groundsman, this hot spell we've had in Melbourne, I don't think that would have helped, really.
Oh, we're not attacking the groundsman, Michael.
I was just clearing that up. I'm well aware of that, John, because you wouldn't do that sort of thing. Too much of a gentleman. Apart from that line will hit you right in the eye for a start. Still his dog on to you. No, but in all seriousness, yeah, we've had a very dry spell here in Melbourne. I guess that's the main cause of it. You can only put so much water on a centre court, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Our telephonist has been hard at work again.
Yes, the message this time is that they're setting up a string of questions. She said, please, I wonder if you'd ask the people to ease off. The board's lighting up like
We would do
the
that.
Eiffel Tower with questions, and amongst not answering questions, they can't watch the television.
Well, the thing is, we'd like to answer questions up here at the commentary position, but there's too much great tennis going on, so
Quiet,
please. Would you refrain from ringing up the LTAV office? Sit back and enjoy the tennis on the 7 Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, please.
Well, it's now what? 4-3, Tanner serving, a set in hand.
Love.
Have you seen Tiriac in the last game or two, John?
I watched him a while ago. I'm not sure.
Oh, gee, that's power serve.
30 love.
I don't think there's much Tiriac could help Vilas with at the moment, except maybe Tiriac could run out in the court and thump Tanner on the left arm.
Oh.
Try and slow him down a bit.
Love.
He's amazingly quick, Vilas, isn't he?
Yeah, nearly ran down a couple of ball boys at the same time then.
Oh, good boy.
Tanner.
6 aces.
He leads 5 games to 3.
It's not only the aces, of course, it's the destructive power of the ones that just force errors, isn't it?
Yes, well, they start off the game. Tanner comes round to serve and goes boom, boom, and he's up 30 love. He just doesn't give Vilas a chance to get into the game. So far, anyway.
3-5, Vilas, second set.
Ball. Let.
Still tentative, isn't it, John? Still not opening out on it.
Out. 15 love.
I think you made the comment last week, Colin, that during the Commercial Union tournament, Vilas just went for everything on his serve, and it paid off for him.
Oh, that's absolute work. What? Tremendous.
15 all. Out. 15-30.
Geez, putting some pressure on Vilas.
He's got him pretty worried now, hasn't he?
Oh!
A good get, wasn't it?
Oh, yes.
30 all.
I didn't think he'd even reached that.
Very quick.
Not up. 30-40.
Set point to Roscoe Tanner. He took the first 6-3.
Out.
There's the second.
Game, Tanner. In the second set. 6 games to 3. Tanner leads 2 sets to love.
Are you surprised, John?
No. I thought either player could win this match. I know with Tanner's explosive power, I saw him do this to Jimmy Connors at Wimbledon this year. He took Jimmy Connors apart in 3 straight sets, and anyone that can blow Jimmy Connors off the set in the semi-final of Wimbledon in 3 straight sets, and easy too. It should have been the only set that Connors was in was the 3rd set, and Tanner led 5 games to 2 in that set.
He's amazing.
Well, obviously, we don't have to worry about Tanner's game. What he's going to do, he's got a pattern that's pretty darn successful, isn't he? He's going to keep the same thing going. What can Vilas do?
Sorry, Carl.
Sorry, Michael. What can Vilas do? I'm in.
Go on. Yeah, what can Vilas do, Newt? You're the expert.
Yes, well, I said before, Michael, that there is nothing that he can do at this stage because Tanner is serving aces and unreturnable serves. I think he's got to hang in there. But I think what he should do on his service games, he should definitely get more first serves in and start attacking more. He can't stay back behind his serve. Tanner's playing too well.
Tanner serving, starting the 3rd set.
Oh.
Cool.
Almost an ace. Oh, that's right. Oh, is he hot?
15 love.
They say when you're hot, you're hot.
Man, he's hot.
Yeah, man.
Out. 30 love. Ball. Love.
It's like it's on a yo-yo.
Ball.
Vilas gave him a look, he couldn't believe it. Did you see that look?
And Tanner. 1 love, 3rd set.
Well, for the first time in my life, I wish I was a gambler. Because after the quarter-final, I was offered 5-2, Tanner.
Is that right? Well, I was just wondering what the betting is up in the bar there.
Was.
Yes, well, what the book started out at. They usually have a little private book that goes around the bar up there, and I actually picked up $20 myself yesterday. Haven't been paid yet.
Frank Sedgman's got a bit on Roscoe.
Actually, they're experts at Monopoly up there.
Fancy that, man. You know, I just don't gamble. I'm not preaching against gambling. If people want to gamble, that's their business. I just don't fancy it. I hate to lose, actually. I'm a great winner, but a shocking loser. 5-2.
I am amazed with this match because I really believe that Vilas and Tanner were going to be evenly matched, and if Vilas played like we saw him yesterday, that he could go through and win. And here he is outplayed. There's no answer to it. He's outplayed.
That's right.
I would still love to see him just really throw caution to winds and play like I've seen him and see if it will come off.
Well, you know the old saying, you can't pull your socks up.
Here he is now. He's going back there. Tyriak's telling advice to him, and I'm sure they're speaking in some language that the people around don't understand.
Well,
but,
we'll see if there's any change.
If I was giving any advice to Vilas right now, it'd be to start attacking as much as he can. He's got to take this pressure off himself and apply the pressure to Tanner.
Let's see what Tanner does.
Staying back. On the point, though.
15 love. Well,
He's got to serve harder than that, too. That was a pathetic serve.
out. 30 love.
Tanner's not frightening over those lines today.
40 love.
Also, he's pushed a lot of stuff down the centre of the court on the attack, hasn't he, to take the angles away from Vilas?
Yes, he's playing the game very, very well.
Fault.
He's obviously thought his tactics out well in advance for this match, and he's sticking to a plan.
Forty 15. Fault.
Oh, too good.
40 30.
Oh, what a
Great
service.
serve.
Gain Vilas. 1 game all. New balls, please.
That's the fastest serve he's thrown in for, what, 4 service games?
That'd be about right.
Let's see if tennis stirred up. Yes.
15 love.
See what a great edge it is there. I mean, boom, he's up 15 love.
Fault.
That net, poor net, getting hit like that. Oops. Oh.
30 love.
That's too good, that's all there is
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah.
40 love.
You said it before, there's no answer to it, Cole.
No, there's no answer to that stuff.
2 free points already this game. 3.
Gain Turner. He leads 2 games to 1.
I don't think I've seen much better control power than this boy's
Oh.
putting on.
No, really.
Well, this would be a very good win for Mr. Tanner, wouldn't it, John? In the computer ratings, it would give him quite a few points, being such an important tournament.
He certainly would. He could move him up to around 3 or 4.
As much as that?
Well, they're all pretty close together. Connors, incidentally, in the computer has been heading it for, let me see, 75, 76, about 2.5 years. He took over from me. I was heading the computer on May 1974. And just after that, he won Wimbledon and took over the lead, and he hasn't relinquished that lead since that time.
This would be Roscoe's first big title, wouldn't it?
Yes.
What are the advantages of being in the top 8 in computer rankings? Is it money or is it seedings or what?
It's money, because it means if the big hand for Vilas as he walks out, but it's money because if you get in the top 10, it means you're winning a lot.
Oh, well, that's one answer.
Yeah. I was being a little facetious about it.
Vilas serving, down 1-2 in the third. Ooh.
Fifteen love.
The crowd really trying to pull him on, Mike.
Yeah.
Out.
Gosh, you shouldn't have done that, Junior.
15 all.
Wind, wasn't it?
Ballooned it.
Well. 15-30. Out. 30 all.
You feel surprised, don't you,
Yeah.
when he misses one?
That's right.
Bit Vilas. Surprised.
Oh. $30-40.
Breakthrough point for Roscoe Tanner.
It could be almost a match point, couldn't it, Michael? At
Yeah.
2-1 in the third set and 2 sets to love up.
Yes.
And Vilas decides to serve and come in. To threaten a little.
Out. Advantage, server.
Good call, that.
Two games all.
He went to call it, that linesman, you know. He
Yes.
started to move his hand and then
Everything she
changed
was
his
moving.
mind. Yep. Well, Roscoe's had a couple of doubtful ones, but fortunately he's not thrown off for long. Right back into it. Well, look at that.
15 love. Well,
That's right.
30 love.
His only answer is to hide his rackets at the changeover.
Cut his strings.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
Oh, laddie.
nearly went right through the ball.
out. 40 love.
And we've all been associated with tennis for umpteen years. Really, I can't remember such a sustained effort of power, Cole.
No, this fellow's just going from strength to strength.
Well,
That low volley, that last one, pushed it to about 6 inches from the baseline down the centre. Superb shot. Look at that. Off the line,
Game,
skinny
Tanner.
and low.
he leads 3-2.
Yeah, with due respect to all the players we've seen over the years, for a sustained effort I'm getting at. He's been going, what, for 2.5 sets.
Well, in 2 hours, 10 past 2 approximately, I reckon they started. So it's about an hour and 20 minutes. Each going doink, doink, doink the whole way.
Would you own a vehicle number LPD 777, please return to his car.
Somebody said there were 3 breaks of serve in the first set, not 1, is that right? Again, we would ask people not to be ringing the LTAB office with questions. Let's be honest about the way Tanner's playing. We just haven't got time to answer questions. We'd love to do it. We'll have to arrange some special television program, Duke. You can be the answer man.
Love 15.
Do it for nothing, wouldn't you?
Yeah, just like you would.
All.
Well, come on, Vilas. Let's see what you can do. It's an ace.
30-15.
Oh.
Roscoe, that was an ace.
No. Tanner's asking the linesman at the back if Vilas is footballing by dragging his back foot across the centre line, like Colin was talking about earlier.
Fault.
And is he?
I wasn't watching, but
40-15.
let's have a look, find out for yourself. Watch his back foot, and you see the little centre mark there in the middle of the court? Okay, watch his back foot when he serves. It comes right across.
Fault.
He definitely didn't then, but maybe on the one before, Roscoe felt that he had. And it gives him an advantage if he does that.
Game, Vilas. 3 games all.
Under the referee warning, I'm sure Vilas has moved at least a foot further to the right, showing that full court. Not being warned, he crowds it a little bit.
Fault.
Away we go again with this power display from Roscoe Tanner. Can he keep it up?
Out. 15 love. Let. Love. Fault.
Oh, well done.
30-15. Fault.
That was a great shot.
40-30. Fault. Double fault. Deuce.
Hello, is the wheel of the wagon broken?
It's been a long time before he's been to deuce. Let's see what he can come up with here.
Advantage server.
He's unreal, isn't he?
Game, Tanner. He leads 4-3.
You're going to wander down,
Yeah.
Michael, to the centre court. You think
Got it going?
You think it could? The match could finish soon.
Some odd reason get that feeling. Look, to be quite honest with you, I can't see what Vilas can do to stop this onslaught.
No, there's not too much.
What's the sickness?
Just got to hope that Tanner lets up a little and lets him in. But he's running out of time, isn't he?
Yep.
John, I must ask you, the temperament of Vilas. I saw him get very dejected against Tony Roach when he was being outplayed. He definitely went into his shell. Without quitting, he went into his shell. Does he do that occasionally?
Well, you made the statement the other day to me that you felt he may be a better front runner than from behind, and could be true. Could be true. He's definitely not a quitter, but his game may, you know, he may be hard for him to change his game when someone gets on top of him. Let's see. We'll certainly find out today, anyway.
He's a long way to go to win, hasn't he?
Yes, if he gets out of this position, it'll be a tremendous effort.
Out. 15 all. All.
Colin, you get the feeling that Vilas is almost in a state of shock down there, don't you? Don't you? He's shell-shocked. Now, here he is. He's just taking a second now, and I think he realises he's drifting a bit. Oh.
30-40.
No, he should really take his time this time and try and take a couple of deep breaths and come up with something big.
Fault.
Well, loads of trouble here.
Double fault. Game Tanner. He leads 5 games to 3.
Let's have a look at that, would you, on disc replay of Vilas' serve. A good chance to show it to us, Brendan?
Quiet, please.
Here's Vilas' serve. Is this
the second serve that he double faulted on just then to lose his serve?
He immediately goes to the reverse. Look, straight in reverse.
Really tentative.
15 love.
Tanner serving for the Marlborough Australian Open Championship.
Out.
Couldn't believe it.
15 all.
15 all. I think if he serves out this game, it's got to be one of the most awesome displays ever seen in the final column.
Yes.
You say?
$30-15.
He's thrown 1 point up in the air. He's still 30-15.
Out.
Roscoe walks back.
40-15.
Now, would you like to have a little bet on this match?
Yeah.
Match point.
Out.
Very exciting. You've been there, John. It's a lovely feeling, isn't it?
Oh, it's a great feeling, Colin, yes.
He can't believe it.
No, he just keeps
Game, set, and championship. Tanner, 3 sets to love. 6-3, 6-3, 6-3. Thank you, linesman. Thank you, Barbara.
Well, they have a saying in America, the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. And I think if you look at the faces of Vilas and Tanner, you can see the whole picture there.
I had to laugh at Roscoe, though. We're looking now at Vilas put it with his sweat jacket on. And I watched Roscoe before. He picked up his rackets, he put them down. He grabbed the towel, he threw it back.
I know,
down
he doesn't know what to do, does he?
All he wants to do is say, "It's great." Look at him, look at him now, shaking his head down there. It's great.
He put them down again. Picked them up, put them down.
Over for a drink?
No, takes his wristband off.
How late?
He can't do anything for longer than 5 seconds. He's doing that. He's kidding around there for Arthur Ashe. Arthur Ashe is taking some photographs. And
Close
Ladies
friends?
and gentlemen, while the players are just toweling down there, may I have your attention once again for the President of the Lawn Tennis Association of Australia, Mr. Wayne Reid. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Reid.
Mr. Hurley, Mr. Young, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. This tournament has been a fantastic success, as has the whole Marlborough series developed. We are terribly grateful to Marlborough. They